Hi guys, it is Miss Allender, and today we are going to work on dividing decimals, more specifically a decimal by a decimal. So on Tuesday we did dividing decimals, but we did whole number divided by a decimal. It's very similar, there's just one extra step. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So this is 2.4 divided by 1.2. So the whole thing with dividing decimals is that you need to make them into whole numbers. So let me show you. So for example, 1.2, I need to make that into a whole number. How I do that is by moving my decimal to the right, okay? That's like you're multiplying by 10. So I moved this decimal one time over. Since I moved it one time over and made 12, I have to do that for the same thing over here. So I need to move my decimal one time to the right. And now my number's 24. Now that's just a simple division problem. How many times does 12 go into 24? That is 2 minus 24, and I'm gonna get 0. Now, you can leave it like 2. I'm the type of person that since there's a decimal, I'm going to bring that decimal up, and then I'm just going to add a 0, so it's 2.0. You don't have to do that step. That's just what I prefer. Okay, so let's move on to this one. 0.55 divided by 0.05. Okay, so again, I need to make this into a whole number. My decimal's over here, so I need to move it one. It looks like 2 spots. 1, 2. Okay? Since I moved this 2 spots over, I have to move this decimal 2 points over. So again, 1, 2, put my decimal there. Now, it's 5 and 55. So I know 5 goes into 55 11 times. I minus 55, I get 0. Now again, you don't have to do this step, I just choose to. I'm gonna bring that decimal point up and add a 0, okay? Let's get more into a little bit more challenging ones here, okay? So 60.5 divided by 12.1, okay? So again, I need to move my decimal over to make a whole number. I need to move it over to the right one time, okay? Since I moved it over to the right one time, I have to do the same thing for this number. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it. So now it's 121 divided by 605, okay? I'm not really for sure on this math, so I'm just gonna start guessing a little bit. 100, I'm gonna try 121 times 5 and see what I get. Oh look, I got 605. So I know 121 goes into 605 5 times. So I'm gonna put a 5 here, minus 605, 0. Now again, you don't have to do this step. I choose to. You move up the decimal and put a 0. Okay. Let's do our last one here. 1.28 divided by 0.4. Okay. Now this one's going to look a little bit different because there's only one time we have to move this decimal over. And since we moved it one time, we only have to move this one once. So it's 4 divided by 12.8, or 12.8 divided by 4. Sorry. So now we look at how many times 4 goes into 1. Well, I know that's 0. How many times does 4 go into 12? I know that's 3. Minus 12. Gives me 0, okay? I'm gonna pull down that 8. So now how many times does 4 go into 8? That's twice. minus 8 gives me 0. Now, I need to bring up my decimal point. So I'm going to put a little arrow here, and you just shoot it up. So your answer would be 3.2. Okay? So this is how you divide decimals. It's very similar to long division, besides you have to make sure that you're moving that decimal over to the end of the number, or till there's no more left. Okay? If you have any questions or any concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to your teachers via Teams or Canvas, or if you're in person, raise your hand and ask questions. Good luck on the rest of your assignment.